Hello students, welcome back to my channel Tech Teacher Shruti. In last class we have seen about J button. What are the swing buttons? In that some explanation about J button as well as J text field and one example program. Today we are going to see about J button. Okay, J button with the example programs. In last class we have seen what is the J button. It class provides the functionality of a button which is we have used in a AWT. Okay, when button is pushed or clicked, application results in some action. It means some action event is generated when I will click on a action button. And as I told, when button is pressed, an action event is generated, and using this action event object pass it to the action performed method. Okay, pass it to the action performed method of a registered action listener. You can obtain the get action command. Okay, you can get the action command string associated with the button. Okay, how to get that action command, how to set the action command for the buttons. Okay, we will see those in a program. Okay, in first, this is the first program which I am explaining. It just displayed two buttons. Okay, two J buttons with a label Java and J2EE. When I will click on Java, initially it was displaying, the J label is displaying select a language. When I will click on a J2EE, that J label text is set to you selected J2EE. Similarly, when I will click on Java, it will display the J label text will display you selected Java. How? We will see in that in Eclipse. See here, this is the program. Okay, I am using a flow layout manager here, so I am importing this package. I am handling the action event here, so we need to import a java.awt.event package. As I am using JApplet, JLabel and JButton, we need to import javax.swing.star package. I am writing a applet program, so I am writing this line of code here. Okay, and whichever class I am passing here, when I will execute the program, the applet viewer is going to pass that class. I am setting the height and width of the applet viewer here. Next I am writing the class that is demo J button. As I am writing a applet program, I need to extend JApplet here. And I am handling the action event here. So I need to implement action listener. Okay, I need to implement action listener interface. Next I am initializing the J label. I am writing the init method. In that init method I am calling a make GUI method. Next I am writing make GUI method here. Okay, I am setting a layout manager to flow layout manager. Next I am creating two buttons here, Java and J2EE. Okay, I am creating two buttons. I am registering those buttons with the demo J button class. Why? Because it is implementing a action listener. When I will click on a Java button, it will create a action event. We need to handle that action event. So I am registering this button B1, that is Java button with the action listener. Then I am adding that button to the content pane of the applet viewer. If we have not added, it will not display on the applet viewer, content pane of the applet viewer. Whatever the components we are creating here, we have to compulsorily add those components to the content pane of the container. Next similarly I am creating button 2, that is J2EE. That button also I am registering with the action listener. then I am adding that button to the content pane of the applet. Next, I am creating a JLabel. Okay, initially it is displaying select language. Okay, initially the JLabel text is select language, and I am adding that JLabel to the content pane of the applet. As we are handling the action event, we should override this method, action performed method. Okay, action performed method. In that, we are setting a label text based on which button is clicked. Okay, which button is clicked. Suppose I clicked on this J2EE button. Okay, this object contains the action command or a information about this J2EE button. Okay, and by using that object we can get the action command of J2EE. Then it will display you selected J2EE. Okay, if I click on Java button, it will display you selected Java. That's it, you selected Java. Okay, based on which button we are clicking now, based on that the JLabel text will set here by getting a action command, by using a method get action command. We will see the output now. Demo J button, I will right click on that, run as JApplet. See here, it is displaying two buttons, that is Java and J2EE. Initially the label text is select language. When I will click on Java, it will show you selected Java. When I will click on J2EE, it will show you selected J2EE. Okay, this is how we will use a J button with the labels or a text, whatever we will pass with the J button. Next we will see that J button with the image. Okay, this importing package is all as same. I am writing a class that is demo J button image class. I am extending JApplet. As we need to handle the action event, we are implementing a action listener. Okay, I am declaring JLabel and J button. I am writing init method. In that init method, I am calling a make GUI method. I am setting a flow layout manager to flow layout. Next, I am creating the 3 buttons with the image. Okay, I am creating the 3 buttons with the image. On that button, if I want to display a image, I need to use image icon class. Okay, I need to use image icon class. First, I am creating one image icon, that is I1, and whatever the image path I am sending here now, that image it will display on the button. Okay, I am passing the England map image here. First I will show the output, then you will get an idea. See here, this is your output. Okay, these are the 3 buttons. On those buttons, India map, America map and England maps are displaying. These are the images. Okay, where these images are stored now, those that image path we have to send here. Okay, first I am creating one button. Okay, for that I am passing image icon, that is I1. It means on that button it will display England image or a England map image. Okay, and for that button I am setting a action command, that is England. It means when I will click on this button, okay, this image button, it will say you selected England. Okay, next I am registering this button with the action listener. Next I am adding that button to the content pane of the applet viewer. Like that, same thing, another 2 buttons I am creating here. One with the India map, another with the America map. Okay, same thing here. I am creating one more button. I am passing this image icon object there. Okay, I am setting a action command to India. I am registering that button. I am adding that button to the content pane of the applet viewer. Same thing with this. I am creating third button also, which will display the America map. Okay. Next I am creating the J label. Okay, initially it was displaying choose a button, right? So I have created the J label and I am adding that J label to the content pane of the applet viewer. As action event is generated by these buttons. Okay, so we need to handle those button events. So this action listener interface we are implementing means we have to override action performed method. Okay, and by using this object, okay, means button object means which button created the event. By using that event object, we can get the action command associated with that button. Suppose I have clicked on America map image button. Okay, at that time the J label text will set to you selected America. Okay, like that get action command and set action command will help us to display the information about the buttons which we are clicking. Okay, if we are using the image icons, at that time this set action command and get action command are very helpful. Okay, this is how we will use a image icon with the J button class. Okay, one more time we will see the output. See here, we are created 3 buttons. With the first button, I have added the England map image. For second button, India map image. For third button, America map image. If I click on this button, it will say you selected America. If I click on this, it will show you selected India. If I click on this, it will show you selected England. Okay, thank you.